Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Colts, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down the kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. It's been a good season for them so far, and they're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. As we take a peek at their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native and former Oregon Duck, Marcus Mariota.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Mariota. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Pulled in at the 24. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge look for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and Yeah, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before, find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kendrick Bourne from 13 yards out. And the Colts are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Mariota. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. To throw Mariota. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's McKenzie. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got him in. Complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to hell and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Colts pick it up, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now an option play on second down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 27 yards. And the Colts continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all away.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Mariota. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward. So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. To throw again on second down. Mariota got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one. I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming. And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football. And picking up the first down. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. He's going to keep this again. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Mariota to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He's going to use his legs here.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2nd and 9 now.
He'll get that one to Taylor complete.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
He'll drop to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And this will be taken at the 13.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
First down, Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd and 14. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here's Tommy Townsend now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. Oh, look at the juke.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mariota escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Final play of the half here, Mariota.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Colts, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
I certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to break it.
So that challenge is a successful one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw over the middle taken in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. The gain knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. DeForest Buckner with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Agnew now to return.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Second down and 8.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Right side complete. That's Woods. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Chase Young, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a game of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mariota.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll try to run forward with Cullen. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, Taylor.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Mariota's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Mariota now.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete. On the move past the 40. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They'll throw again. Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Mariota.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Mariota. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Hopkins from 4 yards out.
And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Again, it's Taylor. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Caught by Woods.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Mariota.
This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw Mariota. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Mariota again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So second and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. Second down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way. Didn't have to face some adversity in the journey. And now they get to just